Today we're reacting to Haminations' new video right now. It's premiering. Make sure to edit it out. What's it we all saying? Yeah! 30 seconds! 30 seconds left! Hey, please! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Creeper on Hamination, 3, 2, 1, go! Well, what reacting to Hamination?
Yeah!
What's his deal?
We don't know. We just try to avoid him. He's a homeschooled kid. Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and I was a homeschooled kid, and...
That explains a lot.
How did I not see it earlier?
See? Told ya.
Thank you. Hey! Rude! There's such an unfair stigma against homeschooled kids. Everyone just thinks we're weird and cringe. But most homeschooled kids grow up to be well-adjusted members of society. And we're also usually smarter than average. Usually. Weird homeschooled kid is a reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes. You did pick the right
Cool.
box, though, I will
Oh,
admit.
look, it's
Looks
big.
like I do fit the stereotype there. Add it to the list right under dumb blonde. I was homeschooled until
You're
the
not
6th
dumb
grade,
blonde.
and in all
Oh, there's
honesty, it was a
Brayden.
great fit for me. According to this personality test I took, I am 96% introverted, so the calm of my home was a much better learning environment
why
for
is
me.
Brayden
My mom
being a
even had me
Brody?
try
Why is there a
public
fire in
elementary
the
school,
house?
and I really
Is
didn't
Brody
like
putting
it. Large
Mr.
crowds of
Coil
people
in
just
the
inflict psychic
microwave?
damage on me or something. I'm pretty shy when getting to know people, and then all of a sudden, boom, I become the silliest goose of all time. You can tell how comfortable I am around you based on how annoying I'm being. There's a direct correlation.
Really?
Because of this, I've always had a small but very close circle of friends that I really connect well with. But when I was young, I didn't know how to make friends, so I was given a pre-packaged, parent-approved circle of friends because our moms were friends and they'd get together and let us Rugrats play. Hey guys, let's pretend we're wolves! Yeah! Let us Rugrats play. Hey guys, let's pretend we're wolves! Yeah! This, unlike some of you. My mom did a great job teaching me. She made learning fun with field trips and games, and the one-on-one teaching worked very well for me. I couldn't do what she did. I'm horrified by how quickly my future kids' math homework will be beyond my knowledge. Instead of experiencing the rite of passage of crying at the kitchen table as their dad tries to help them with their math assignment, they'll have the unique experience of crying with their dad about the math assignment. What is 7 times 6? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what it is. I don't know!
What the heck?
Another thing that amazes me about my mom is that whenever we had to move, she would plan these amazing
baby
cross-country road trips and make a vacation of it. We saw Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, the Liberty Bell, Four Corners, Redwood National Parks, and all kinds of fun stuff. I can't imagine
Why
planning a big
paper-
trip like that
ba-
while raising
Brother
5
is
kids,
still a baby.
teaching them how to read and do math, feeding them, and keeping them from fighting. And
Oh,
to make things
Brody,
worse, she didn't even have GPS! She had to print out directions from MapQuest and just pray that she wouldn't make a wrong
look
turn
at
and get
Scare
lost.
Brittany.
I could not have survived that. If there isn't a blue line showing me exactly where I need to go, I simply won't make it to my destination. People often think that homeschooled kids are really good at math and science, but really bad at social interaction. Unfortunately, I'm just bad at both of them. And I know I'm not the only one who feels inadequate watching those documentaries about gifted kids. They're all like,
At age 2, he was already speaking English and Spanish fluently. By age 6, he already graduated high school valedictorian.
and by age 10, he had a doctorate in neuroscience and astrophysics. And just last month, he earned a Nobel Prize. If someone made a documentary about me, it would be more like, at age 2, he finally learned to walk. By age 6, he learned how to not spill chocolate milk.
And by age 10, he was already drawing silly little pictures.
The only time I remember being good at something in real school was a geography test, because my mom taught me a handy song to remember all 50 states. And I was also good at Punnett squares. So, if both your parents have the AB positive blood type, you having the O negative blood type doesn't make sense. This means either you have a mutated gene, or your dad isn't really your dad. I may be a weird homeschool kid, but that comes with advantages. For example, could a normal person make this? Introducing the hamburger plush. Get it? And the ham with hair plush. I had so much fun seeing these ideas come to life in such high quality. And while you're checking them out, don't forget to grab your very own Haminations sketchbook. It's got some sketches of mine in there to get your creative juices flowing, and look what happens when you flip through the corner of the pages. Amazing. Use the link in the description to check them all out. Spending more time at home definitely helped develop my creativity. I was an imaginative kid by nature, but having art supplies, books, and toys while having access to a big backyard definitely nurtured my imagination. I seriously used to go outside and just vividly hallucinate that I was on a magical adventure. And when my friends came over to play, we would get on the trampoline and one of them would say, "Pretend the trampoline is a spaceship and that we're astronauts." And so far as I was concerned, it was real. Alright, cadets, today we're gonna be doing hyperspace training. Be sure to follow all protocols before charting a course. Cadet Josh, take the wheel. Okay, I'll take us to the stuffed animal galaxy. Boop. You fool! We can't get to the stuffed animal galaxy directly. We'll have to make a detour in the petting zoo galaxy to avoid the cookie crumb asteroid belt. If we go straight there, the asteroids will destroy the ship. The controls are jammed. I can't turn it off. We're gonna crash.
Everyone, get to an escape pod.
Access denied.
The escape pods are locked. It's too late. You fool! You've killed us all! No!
Kids, you okay?
Can't you see that the spaceship exploded and we're dead now, Mom?
Oh, that's nice.
But my imagination did not stop there. I used to grab a bowl from the kitchen, go outside, gather an assortment of nature's finest materials into a bowl. Grass, leaves, herbs, berries, you name it. And I would pretend I was brewing a magical potion. Mom, drink this. It'll turn you into a giraffe.
No thanks. I'll just stick with my sandwich.
Fine, I'll drink it.
Bryson, don't!
Wow, it really worked. Having a powerful imagination was a good thing in many ways, but this also meant that I was scared very easily. Taking the trash out in the dark felt like a life or death experience. I was convinced that an evil clown or alien would kill me if I didn't do it as fast as I could. And of course, when I turned out the last light in the house, I had to run to my room as fast as I could so that a shadow demon wouldn't catch me. Even as an adult, I avoid horror movies. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather be happy and sleep well. But I wasn't just susceptible to scary things in movies. I also fell victim to fear-mongering stories designed to make me more obedient from my parents.
This is Santa. If you're a good boy, he'll give you a present at Christmas.
Awesome!
And this is the boogeyman. If you're a bad boy and disobey us, he'll kill you. Slowly and painfully. He'll violently rip your arms off and use them to bash your head in.
My dad really told me that if I played too many games on the GameCube, that it would take over my mind and I'd never be able to stop playing. This scared me to my core, and it's the reason I didn't start playing a lot of video games until I was 14. But there is something to be said about how good it was for me to play outside all the time. I am grateful that I didn't fry all my dopamine receptors with an iPad at age 5. Instead, I spent my time in glorious nature eating dirt. Having fictional fears that never came true was one thing, but even the real life stuff that I was scared of never came true. I honestly thought I would be on fire way more than 0 times. What's the point of knowing stop, jump, and roll if I never get to use it?
Brody! What is wrong
Quicksand,
with you?
tornadoes, the Bermuda Triangle, and piranhas haven't been an issue either. What I should have been scared of was housing prices and taxes. No one warned me about that. When I was 5, I was wasting my time watching Thomas the Tank Engine when I should have been investing in real estate. I probably could have purchased this house for 6 Lincoln Logs and a stick of gum, but now it costs $2 million. I'm such an idiot. But I digress. Plus, I'm not dead yet. The quicksand and tornadoes still have a chance to get me. While at school...
Maybe not.
my house. My teacher... my mom would give me writing assignments. One of these assignments requested that I write a sentence with at least 50 letters in it, but I decided that was too hard, so to make it easier on myself, I wrote this. Look, Mom, it has 50 letters, just like you said. Even then, I was such a creative problem solver, but for some reason my mom called it cheating. My mom even sent me to this art class at this lady's house with
That's
my
what it
friends,
sounds like.
and she gave us all kinds of fun projects like paper mache, watercolors, and collages, etc. I'm so glad I developed a love of art at such a young age, because art is such an amazingly fulfilling hobby, and
Yeah, I
I'm so
agree with
lucky
you.
to be able to do it as a job. And now, I have an amazing superpower. I can imagine anything I want and make it real by drawing it, see? But one of my art projects backfired badly. I decided that the next time I visited my friends, that I wanted us all to pretend that we were Sonic characters. My brother Brody had shown me how to draw Sonic, so I drew a bunch of Sonics with different props and different colors. I basically drew a bunch of Sonic OCs. Do not steal. And I wanted to staple the papers together into a book so that I could bring it to my friend's house and we could all pick which one we wanted to pretend to be. I grabbed the stapler and... I stapled it directly onto my thumb. And at that moment, I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because that's how it felt.
My finger has a heartbeat.
Like I said earlier, it was fun to play with the other homeschooled kids. But a frustrating part was that I was usually the one to pitch the game that we should play next. And it usually went something like this. How about we play tag? No. How about we play wizards? No. How about we play hide and go seek? I'll only play if Jenna plays. I'll only play if Rachel plays. I'll only play if Josh plays. Please just say yes, Josh. Everything is riding on you. I don't want to play. But then it was time to move again. I said goodbye to my friends, we did another cross-country road trip, and arrived at our new house in California. I made some new friends in the neighborhood, and it was time for me to take on public school. And I hated it. But it's okay to hate things, it builds character. Plus, my grades were really good if we're going by golf rules. And having my friends with me made it a lot easier. And now I am a very well-rounded, well-adjusted, socially adept young man.
I don't think so.
Yeah, me and my cousin were hanging out, and, you know, we built a Lego set the other day. You like Lego? I love Legos. Did you know that Lego was invented in 1932 in Denmark by a man named Ole Kurt Christiansen? Originally, they were just wooden toys, but eventually they started making interlocking plastic bricks to create a system in which all their toys could be linked together. Despite many hardships, including their factory burning down, Ole and his family persevered and continued to manufacture the unique brick system. Then in 1978, the Lego minifigure as we know it was created. Minifigures are a high-value collector's item. In fact, a recent study showed that buying Lego sets was a better investment than the stock market because of how well they hold their value. This means that buying and building Lego sets isn't just a fun hobby, it's a smart way to use your money. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out those new plushies and the sketchbook before you go. Thanks to my amazing team as always for their fabulous artistic skills. Go show them some love. While you're in the description, consider supporting the channel on Patreon for behind-the-scenes looks into the video creation process. Anyway, being homeschooled was cool, I guess. My mom did a much better